there, my lovely friends. Thanks very much for joining me. We are live here on the Aswa Radio Network, even on Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I am your show host for this one particular segment of shows here. And I am Zsuzsanna Medium. And then lo and behold, this show is called Zsuzsanna Medium. If this is the first time you are joining me. And I tell you what, I was counting, this is episode 88, the beautiful, beautiful angelic energy. And then today is a leap. Not today is a leap year, but then we are leaping, most certainly leaping into a new year, if we are counting that way. But anyway, it's the end of February, and every 4 years we are experiencing these wonderful days. So, oh my goodness, everything is coming together today. So here we are. I hope you are all very well. And I tell you, today I'm going to talk to you about something which is very, very close to my heart. But before I start, I just like to send love and blessings to all of you, all of us, even with my voice, yes, who are experiencing challenging times wherever you are or wherever you are really on the earth, whether it is too hot, too cold, or you need the rain, or you are running low on rain, or lots of waters are appearing, or various things happening, or the wind is happening, wind is doing various things. But so from this place, I'm sending love and blessings, and knowing that well, you know, when we are talking from spiritual realms, that we need to know that spiritual energy is always around us. So it's prayer, and trust that the energies are going to shifting and changing. So here we go. As I started talking to you about what is really important to me, and very, very close to my heart. And just one more thing, because I'd like to talk about one aspect of mediumship here today, which is very close to my heart. So just a little nudge ahead if you are experiencing really challenging times. Maybe you lost somebody, or maybe somebody is very, very close to you, but then closing to that moment, getting close to the moment of departing and finding the next journey. So just mindfully listen to this conversation where I'm talking about where is everybody, where are those people who have passed over, and then how we can experience their energies or what is happening with that energy. So I tell you what, a little story, I like my little stories. I really need to go back to quite a few years here. I remember I'm not even 21, and my mother dies on one afternoon, one evening. And I remember after that point, I wasn't really feeling or thinking about God, most certainly surrounded by some Catholic peoples in our family and knowing certain traditions. And after that point, well, I'm saying this because after that point, I was really questioning God. I was really thinking or asking, I was really pondering about that. Where is God, or what is God? If that can happen to somebody, if God is taking away somebody I really love, my own mother, where is God? That's not a God who's doing this. So I was really thinking and feeling that way. And then, you know, I remember that time I was a student training to be a teacher, beginning of the 1990s, and big permed hair, and really going with the energy and feeling the music and everything what I was studying. And then suddenly this happened and really took a sharp edge to my life for a whole year, actually. But anyway, while I'm saying this, because the question arose, where is everybody, and what is happening, and where is that God, or what is a God, or God is taking people away, and so where is everybody after that, or is all these various questions. And then while I'm saying this, because you might be going through this type of conversation right now, asking a lot of questions. But I tell you what, going forward again, many years, I'm sitting in this hall at the College of Psychic Studies in London, where I'm witnessing and watching a medium working. And I remember during that time, during a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, I tried to watch as many mediums working, because I was curious how they are working. And at the same time, while I was sitting in the audience, and also spiritualist churches here in the UK, I was receiving messages. And I remember, you know, when we are going through very, very difficult times, very tough times, And then we are feeling that, oh, we don't have anybody around us, friends or families who would really understand us, or they could give us the support what we need. And we are really continuing asking the questions, searching, and because we want to have that moment of peace and love. And even if it lasts for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours, a couple of days, that we are really looking forward to that moment, that actually it is there, that reassurance, that love is there. And I remember during those times, during those few years, 2 years, 3 years, when I was really watching as many mediums working in circles, on platform, all various places, that I kept getting the message, that from my parents in spirit consciousness, from my mother who passed when I wasn't even 21, and also my father who passed a few years later. But here we go. I've got quite a lot of messages, and it really made me think that, yes, when we are experiencing big challenging situations, challenges in our lives, they are so very close. They are always very close. But then when we are really, really in that tough space, a very difficult, challenging space, they are really even closer. So if you are, like me, able to work with the energies, I am blessed, because now it's very natural to have conversation with them, because I recognize their energy, so I know who is who and what is what and what they are saying. So it is very playful, it is very direct, it is very natural in my household. But at that time, it was not. And then you might experience that, actually, yes, I wish I had that ability, but I'm still in that difficult situation, what I am experiencing. So what can I do? And then you might have the option of talking to a medium, getting somebody who is working with your loved ones and their energies, so that you get those reassuring conversations. So that is an opportunity for you. But then what I'm really saying here is that when we are going through difficult times, our loved ones are most certainly very, very close to us. And you might feel that, yes, I don't have the mediumistic ability, but you are still in a position to work with their energies and welcome them and invite them and remember their energies and bringing them, asking them to come closer. Because even if you are not getting the direct conversation how I will get, or any other medium, spiritual medium, evidential medium, or trance medium, but you still have the ability to remember. So what you can do, you can get a photo of them. You can have an object what belonged to them close by. You can have that moment when you sit down and you start talking to them. You don't have to close your eyes. You just sit and then you talk to them. And from your heart, you tell them your sorrow. You tell them what is happening with you. You tell them that you are asking for guidance. You tell them that you need love. You tell them that you are in a difficult situation. And then you are asking them for guidance and reassurance. And then you might feel that as you sit in that very quiet space within your own circle, you create your own circle, because that is what you are able to do, even if you are sensing it or not, but then you are creating your own circle of love between you and then the ones who passed over, or between you and another family member and then one who passed over. You can create your own circle, because that is there, whether you feel it, sense it or not. But then really finding those moments, because even if you are not receiving a direct message in that sense, so but then you see there are so many things here to consider. But then that love and that energy is very much around, because what could happen quite easily, that in your dream you are having a sensation and you are getting an answer, you are getting some clarity. Maybe in the morning you wake up and you really felt that love from that person who passed over, because they showed their energy, their frequency. They hugged you, they held you in the space, what you needed to experience. And maybe you are waking up and you are feeling that love. You feel it in your heart, and then you know it. How do you know it? Because you know that it's not the love of the person who is maybe next to you, like a real person, living person, but then when we remember, we got a sensation of how that person made us feel, that sensation, which we forget because it's there when we are sensing it, and then it's gone next moment. And let alone when we have a few years after somebody's passing and we are feeling their energy. But what is really important, that there is that sensation, there is that moment when we are able to feel their energies, and then we know it belongs to them because they don't belong, that sensation does not belong to anybody else. So my invitation to you is really, when you are experiencing big situations in your life, and then suddenly you don't know what to do with that, and maybe you don't have a medium to book, or you don't have or find a spiritualist church or a meeting or a circle or something like that, you may sit quietly, have a photo of the person, start talking to them, not just in your mind thinking, but talking to them from your heart, because it's a frequency, you are raising the frequency, you are alive in the very moment. And when we are alive in the very moment, that is when they are with us all the time. And I can assure you, they are all of us. All of them are all of us, very much around us and helping us and guiding us. So a lot to talk about, but what I really wanted to talk about today is the love is always there. The love never goes anywhere. The love never dies. And it is us who, opening our heart center, bringing ourselves forward from that space, speaking from that space, being from that space, and sending out prayers, sending out gratitude. And this is how we can get closer to that realm. So beautiful, beautiful energies. So sit with that circle within yourself. And I'll tell you what, sending you lots of love, and see you next time. Thanks. Bye.